You know, I actually want to start doing a stream with opening credits and closing credits, and in the closing credits, like doing goofy shit and everything, but also thanking my patrons on Patreon. But and I really want to sort of slice in something, and it could be really kind of cool if it was just like this stupid, goofy music and me strapping on my glove, wah, and maybe doing a MacGyver. Wah. I think I'm gonna do it. It's time. I need time, or I need Jack to do all the slicing and dicing for me. Anyway, it is Monday. I see audio. I see video. And what a long year this has been, huh? What a year. Let's distract ourselves with a little bit of Lightharbor for nobledwarf.com. There she is. And we, on Saturday, did the palace. And I think you'll agree, it's quite the palace. And then we actually started working up here. We drew in the mountains here, or the hills, I should say. And we started working on a graveyard. The graveyard's going to be on the top of the hill, and it's going to cascade down to the west, I think, mostly, towards the city. Not too much of it, but cascade down a little bit. Then we're going to get into some woods, I think, here. And then we get to a dwarf, apparently, who lives there. And he is the keeper of the graveyard. It's got too much for him. All that gave him noble dwarf. Jack, I am serious. I would love to do that. I want opening credits, I want closing credits, and I want goofy shit. And I feel like we need to have a day a week where I don't stream, but we're working on stream stuff. It would be so much fun. And get the patrons, get their names going up there, you know? Give them some respect. Alright, now, a couple of times over the last few streams I've been complaining about the sensitivity of my pen, and I found out just before the stream that yes, Wacom had completely reset my settings, so let's see if I bitch less about it today. Or if this is actually going to feel better, and let's find out. It's little dots like this where actually the sensitivity was really showing, because I press light, and if the Wacom tablet doesn't match, nothing happens. Hey, let's laugh. Hello. It's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. We're gonna start this where we left off last session. Hopefully not gonna be too boring for folks. A little bit of graveyard love. How have you been, my friend? I know it's Monday, but it feels like, I don't know, how do you even describe this? How do you describe the fact that we're midway through March, and yet it feels like we've been slogging for 11 months already? So how was your 11-month slog? I think we'll do some overgrowth. Especially on the bits that are kind of spilling down. The bits that are further away from the beaten path, so to speak. Oh yeah, no, you know what we'll do? We'll do like a little path kind of sneaking down here. $13.5, I know, right? I know. 13.5, that's a good way of putting it. I'm not sure Mondays could ever be any more Monday than today. Oh, did my music stop? Oh, no, that was just a weird end. You know, I think I could actually withstand a little bit more softness. There we go. Let's try that. Super soft. Delicate touch. Oh, that's better. That's better. Super, super, super light. Oh, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Barely, barely, barely stroking the page. Oh, come on, come on. And my waker was going, is that a pen? Was that? I think that might have been a pen. Better draw something. Come on, baby. Alright. And we'll do a little bit of overgrowth here. I suppose I should try and predict how much we're going to get done today. What have we got? We're going to do a 2-hour stream. We should be able to get the graveyard done and start on the trees. That's what we're going to shoot for. That's what we're going to shoot for. Let's see if we can give the dwarf some love on a Tuesday night. I was about to say dwarven love. Let's not do that. Now this will really come out in the colouring. This will be a lot more legible, but by the time we're done, at the very least, it's going to feel like it's got a good bit of texture going on. And that's going to be everything. Like, imagine that just covering the hill. Come on. Yeah, the pen brush is better. I want more. I want just like the kiss of a hummingbird's tongue. That's what I'm doing right here. Just a little bit. But maybe I just need to press freaking harder. Okay. Now what tends to happen is Noble Dwarf is in the background over there, but he's kind of like listening in. And for the first part of the stream, often he doesn't actually say anything, but he's hearing every word. So I'm just going to mention right now that I just drew a small sphinx-like thing in the graveyard, and I hope he doesn't mind. There we go. Oh, that's looking appropriate. That is looking appropriate. Let's finish this area right here. Hey, that's lovely. I was going for a little sphinx. I'm going for a little sphinx. I was kind of in the mood for it. Just mix things up a little bit. There's one of my best graveyards I ever did was on the map for Techumel, for Jeff D. And that thing went gangbusters because it was very Aztec-like, so there was a lot of pyramids and things in there. I don't think I could do that here, and I don't think I should, but I kind of want to just get a little bit of variety in here. Nothing sort of too cray-cray, but just a little bit. Like a family tomb or something here. And I think we might have, when we do the painting, we'll have like little paths coming up here. But they're not like official paths, so I'm not going to actually draw them. We're going to colour them. Last laugh, what's your next con? Is it Texas? Texas, okay. And do you do Gamehole too? Alright, hit save. Gamehole every year. Alright, alright. Trying to get a feel for the future, because I guess I'm down to 2 cons now. Texas and Gamehole. And I was expecting, I don't know, more. I was expecting more this year, so it's definitely thinning out. I am actually planning on doing a little bit of virtual tabletop, I think, as well, this year. Get to hang out with some friends I've not hung out with before, but also get my learn on about what virtual tabletop is all about. You know, like we were talking about the other day. Maybe get a game going each week or something and stream that. Reaper. Oh, yeah. I did Reaper last year, and I very much enjoyed it. I just wasn't planning on making Reaper be a regular, you know? But Reaper was pretty good. There were some less than awesome games, but isn't every con that way? It was very 5e heavy, that's right, yeah. They had, I want to say, I mean, would it be fair to say that they had less games and less variety? They had a lot of 5e, a hell of a lot of 5e, but even then, there was less of them. Like, but they had way more painting shit going on. Way more than I thought any convention would have. Yeah, I don't think last year there was one game we played that was, it was some kind of horror game that wasn't Call of Cthulhu. I'd never heard of it before. Jack will remember the name of it. But everything else was 5e, I think. Like, all of it. Like, they had no Call of Cthulhu or anything like that. Because I remember thinking, well, what would these guys and girls think if I broke out Cthulhu Invictus all of a sudden? Would that break brains? Apocalypse. Was that the name of it? Apocalypse? Have you heard of that one last laugh? It was kind of an interesting system. That was the non-5e we played. Now, I will say this. Reaper Wolf is a very, very, very good GM. And we played 2 of his games and they're most entertaining. He's talking about being at GaryCon potentially next year, which would be nice. What's PBTA? Oh, powered by the apocalypse. Okay. There's you trying to do acronyms, and there's me going, no, you must spell it out. God, the temptation to do a copy and paste here. Like, I should draw a graveyard. Like a big graveyard. And just have that as my graveyard template. And just paste it in and delete things I don't want for each map. A bit of customization. Bish bash bosh. Done. Be a lot bloody quicker. Well, now you two guys have got me thinking about if there's a system now where I don't know, it heavily controls the type of GMing you can do, or if it's harder to GM for it. You know, like I always thought paranoia would be hard to GM for. Because I think it takes a certain mindset, a certain, I don't know, capability as a GM, certain brain pattern as a fucking GM for paranoia. Well, and then conversely, are there certain systems where it doesn't matter how good the GM is, unless the GM goes off script, they're going to be kind of shit. Gamma World, you know. Or is it just a really good GM could just take on anything and will make it entertaining regardless? I don't know where that little mausoleum in the center came from, but I'm glad I put it on there. United States Service of RPG. I don't know. If it was a regular day job, yeah, I could see that being alright. Roll 3d6. That's how many letters are for this house today. Roll 1d6, so you rolled a 1. Okay, and they've got a parcel. Did you pick up the parcel? Give me an idea, check. Yeah, alright. But what if it was like United States Postal Service post-apocalyptic? Oh, the postman. Postman. And I like the postman. Fuck off before you start. Toxic Postage, the apocalyptic RPG. Toxic Postage. I think that's got a niche. That's got a niche appeal right there. It's a game. It's a game. You know, last we occasionally do these private games, right? Invite only. You can be sure of the crowd you're gonna get. You should be the GM for one, and that's what you break out. I bet actually it would be a hoot. I swear this graveyard's gonna take longer than the rest of the bloody city to draw. It's gonna look awesome. Bloody hell. Gentlemanly Thoughts is here. Why, hello, sir. Hello. How you doing, gentlemen? I'm just sitting there with the sniffles, wondering if I got bloody coronavirus or something. Gentlemen, when was the last time you joined us? Were you here on Saturday? Did you see us do the palace? How am I? I am well. I'm a little tired. I was like up at 2 o'clock last night. Couldn't get to sleep. So I'm a little run down, but it's all good. How are you? And if you didn't see the palace, I'll zoom over there and I'll show you. Because that's how we work over here. Socialism. Ooh. Tense music the minute I said the word. Ooh. See what happens when you mention the S word? Well, I'm glad it was a good day for you. You didn't see the stream over the weekend. Well, this is what we did. We did a 3-hour stream. That's 4 fingers. Don't let that distract you. We did a 3-hour stream over the weekend. A good 2 hours of it was on this spot right here. Drawing the palace. And this is an actual castle, by the way. Like Mesna Castle or something like that in Poland. So we've got all of these towers and shit. We've got a conservatory. We've got a glass roof here. Crazy details. We've got fountains out the front. Steps coming down. It's way grander than any palace I've ever drawn. And that's because of Noble Dwarf. They sent me this picture of Metropolis. Before we knew it, we were looking up pictures of different angles and shit. So every single tower there actually exists on the real deal. Can it be your castle? You might have to share it, because I claimed at least a tower. But yeah, every gentleman needs a castle. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point? You're just a bloke with all airs and graces. And then we came over here and we started working on... Well, it took about an hour to draw in that hill. And then we started drawing in the graveyard as a proof of concept. And that's where I'm probably going to be tonight, is I'm just going to stick with the graveyard.
I will give them something that...
Princess, you missed it, Princess. You missed Song Request Saturday, and you missed the Palace. You missed the Palace. It's been a while. Because I know you were doing your 24-hour movie thing that lasted a week, which I have questions about. But we did... Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you this. Check this out. Did I put it in here? Here. Check out this. Princess, you missed this. This tower here is that tower there. No, this tower there. That glass roof in the background is that glass roof there. This observatory here is right here. So this is taken from standing right about here. I guess on the other side of the path. And we got another picture from the other side, actually from here, and from the front. But look how incredible that is. It is incredible. What a place that is. I'll send it to you, Princess. Ping me on Facebook. I'll send you a link. It's a very famous castle. It's just stunning, isn't it? And it took about 2 hours to draw that. Because we were looking at this from all sorts of different angles and stuff. Because even this tower here, I tried to capture it here. We've got the little tiny towers. I don't know. But yeah, it's just incredible. But I'll send you a link to that. I was thinking about you, young lady, while we were drawing it. I was like, Princess is missing out on something she would absolutely freaking love right now. That's not to say that you can't have time out of the stream. Of course you can. And I knew what you were doing too. I just knew that we were drawing something that you would definitely go, that's my tower, that's my tower, that's my tower. I wonder if a brush could be made to actually draw graveyards. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, I have 2 questions about your marathon. One is, it was meant to be one. What did you call it? It wasn't marathon. 24-hour. Was it marathon? Yeah, maybe it was. 24-hour marathon. But it seemed to go on all week. That's my first question. And the second question is, you were up to about 16, 17 movies at one point, and conservatively, movies are 1.5 hours to 2 hours in length. So you watched more than 24 hours. So your 24-hour marathon lasted a week and lasted more than 24 hours worth of actual viewing time. So why do you call it a 24-hour marathon? Those are the 2 questions I'm opening with. Go. One and a half speed. I suppose you could, right? I think there's people that actually do that. They watch movies faster so they can get them compressed in. 4 days, 48 hours. All right, 4 days, 48 hours. Where's the 24 in there? A weekathon. Yeah, it's more like a weekathon. And not for the faint-hearted either, judging by the number of movies that Princess managed to get crunched in there. "24 times 2, there's 24. Shut the fuck up. But alright. 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 Third question. If I may, Princess. You were watching some garbage. You watched some garbage. So what was the theme? Like, what was the selection criteria? You like garbage. Alright. But what was it? Scorpion King. And you didn't just watch Scorpion King 1 or 2. You started getting into Scorpion Kings I'd never heard of. Like, they weren't even made for TV movies. I think they were made for airline movies or something. I mean, I appreciated you giving a write-up about them and everything, but I was like, holy balls, where was she digging this shit up from? Scorpion King 27, The Rise of the King. What? Scorpion King 1 once wasn't that good. Oh, that was a shit before your marathon? Fucking hell. Alright, so there was a mini marathon as a warm-up. Excuse the hell out of me. Did we draw anything else in this city that Princess missed out on? I know she missed out on a lot, but I think there were just regular buildings outside of that. I mean, they look not regular, but I don't think there were any specials in there. There was that one. I don't think Princess was around for that one. Mummy Scorpion King, man. The fact that you watch a Mummy, that's cool. The Mummy's good. I mean, the one, like, was it the fifth one? Not so good. Or the fourth one? Not so good. But when they mentioned recently Brendan Fraser rebooting them or, like, doing another one, I got giddy. Oh, nice. 32-inch HD. Nice. Jack actually got himself a new, computer recently and ended up getting a new monitor. And I'm just sitting here with my 24-inch HD touch with Wickle fella. I mean, I have another monitor here, but it's not the same. I want a big wraparound. Later in the year, perhaps. And Princess, you obviously heard that Gary Khan got cancelled. So the map will not be used. Which filled me with a sad last Friday, I will admit. I had a big sad. And then I kind of got to terms with it, so it's all good. Right, Kobold Khan, yep, gone. I actually used to run a convention here in the Pacific Northwest in May, and I'm not sure that one's gonna actually go ahead. What are you doing, Pussycat? What are you doing? That's not a thing. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. No. Never been to Kobold Con. Last laugh. Heard good things, so just never been. This is a labor of love, this one. I don't know how much up here I'm going to come on this lower slope. I do want to fill in a lot of this, like they originally had the graveyard at the top of the hill, and that's where they mostly filled in. Then they kind of started to spill down a little bit, but I don't want to fill in all of this lower area. I want it almost to, like, you know, get almost like a water flow funneled towards the main road as we come down. What are you literally doing? This is not a thing. Hey, talking to you. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, we got some. Will you stop? Come out. Come on. Hold on a sec, guys. Come here. Let's check your criteria. Alright, so what have we got? Princess Strega. Wow, okay, you're full on. Watch a 170-minute plus film. Nostalgia. Watch something recommended by a family member. Okay, you put a lot of thought into this. And then you actually did your foot. Wow, girl. Wow, you listed out every single day what you were going to watch. What do you think of World War Z, by the way? That's fantastic. I'm actually seriously impressed. There's a lot of thought that's gone into that. That's really cool. I'm not even sure I could come up with a list of movies that with that many. I have an idea to create a small copse of trees at the top of this hill with a path that leads through so let's shape our path. And we'll have an opening in the center. And in the center, in the clearing, we'll have a mausoleum. How about that for a plot hook for a GM to do something spiffy with? World War Z doesn't hold up very well. Decent movie. Didn't age gracefully, really, because it's not that old. Okay. Yeah, I think I've only seen it once. Because I'd read the book, and I hate being one of those people, but I was a little bit disappointed in the film. So I didn't ever really have a temptation to watch it more than once. I think I'll actually do all forestry up there. I think that's the way to finish the top of that hill. It could be a vampire in the crypts below the mausoleum. Absolutely could be, right? That's what I like to do with our maps, is add something to them where you GMs can just start going to town. Players go, ooh, what's that? And your imagination just kicks in, you know? That's what I like to add to my maps. By the way, Princess, did you see that Golden Goblin have launched their Kickstarter? And there is an option for my map on it? I'm not sure if they're going to have a map-only option. I'm sure they would consider it, you know, in their backer kit. They're going to have two sizes on a map, too. Both are great, but one is going to be super sexy. You still have some... I didn't think you drank, Princess. Or do you only drink during the marathons? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think they'll do it back again. Throw in $1 or something so you can at least have the option, right? Okay. I gotcha. Well, rare is good. Don't worry, I'm basically drinking enough for both of us. Oh, you know what would be really good? There's actually a mausoleum at the end. And it's through the mausoleum that you actually can then get access to the forest. Yeah. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit here. Just a little bit. And then we're going to fade into some trees and scrub. We're going to do trees and scrub here. Then we're going to come down the path. And time check. It's only an hour into the stream. Well, Princess, you certainly picked the right night to join the stream. So, Princess, how is that monitor actually working out for you? It seems super sexy. Come on. Oh, come on. That is becoming a really nice feature up in the top right corner there. This is beginning to gel. Come on, baby. Come on. Come to mama. Alright. Alright. Texture in. Yeah, I could actually imagine that, Princess. If one of your criteria for your monitor was to actually be able to watch movies on it, then yeah, you've got to go bigger, right? You have to. Okay. Graveyard almost done. We're going to spill down the hill a little bit. And then I think we're going to get into doing trees. I'm kind of just imagining this large forest here, I think. That's kind of where my head was at. Maybe spilling over to the other side of the road just a little bit, then it starts to thin out. So this is like a path going through the trees up to the hill with the old graveyard on the top. I bet Princess though, it feels a little bit like, I mean, if your monitor's fairly close to you, and it's 32 inches, it must be like, like you're at the big screen at the cinema. I mean, that's fantastic. You know, we should have based ourselves a little bit. Trees and graveyards are very similar in that they are tedious to do. They're very time consuming. But let's see what we could do here. Let's see how much damage we could do on these trees. See, trees is another area where I should just have this. I should just be able to grab the trees off Gaxmore. You know, throw them on this map. I should have a tree canvas that I could just grab, throw it on here, delete what we don't want. And yet here we are. So, will the Gary Con map be available on Noble Dwarf? Yes and no. So, there are going to be, largely speaking, two maps of the Gary Con map. There is a poster, a regular poster one, I don't know the price point or anything, that the Gary Con convention is selling. And I believe they got those printed up, and I believe their intention was to have them at the registration desk. My understanding is that they were going to get sold when swag opens tomorrow on their site. The other is what Noble Dwarf was doing. Noble Dwarf was doing canvas prints, 2 different sizes, very reasonably priced. I think he actually underpriced. And they are numbered. in very limited editions. And I'll tell you now, I think most have sold to the Diamond and Platinum members who got a day crack at buying them. But there are some left, and that's going to start 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, or whenever Noble can open up his store. There will be some on the store as well. 2 different sizes, very, very low amounts left over at this point. But I think there are poster ones available on GaryCon as well. So that was a long-winded way of saying, yes, Noble Dwarf will be selling some. But Noble Dwarf are selling numbered canvas prints only. I haven't been keeping track of the sales, but we didn't have that many available. I think we only had 40 total. And I want to say I've seen 20 plus sell. Well, Princess, maybe I can arrange for you to get an unnumbered one. I'm sure that the numbering doesn't really matter to you so much. Maybe I can have the word with someone if you are interested in buying one. Otherwise, honestly, the poster ones are going to be available. And probably, you know, very reasonably priced and in big numbers. But I think we're... because of everything that's been going on, I don't know. I don't know if GaryCon is actually selling my map on poster. I know that was their plan, but I don't know. So I think we will wait till tomorrow and we will see what is available out there. Then I'm sure if they are selling posters, I'm sure you'll be able to get one. And if you've set your heart on a canvas one, then I'm sure we can have a talk with someone. It just won't be numbered. I actually couldn't remember if you liked the GaryCon map. I mean, I know you liked it, but I wasn't sure if you had an interest in buying it. Like, you were pretty expressive about the Britannia one, wanting to get one of those, but I couldn't remember if you had the same interest in the GaryCon. Did you see the video that Noble Dwarf posted? It was actually funny. It had voiceover and everything. I think he did, and it panned over the map. It looked good. It looked sweet. Like there was crispness and clarity to that map that I wasn't expecting. I'm going to see if we can fill this area. That's my target now. What have we got? We've got about an hour. I'm going to see if I can fill this target here with woods and scrub. If we can, we're laughing. Because that's going to make that top area of the map look pretty damn sweet. Gentlemanly Thoughts is back. Yeah, it's funny. I actually don't know if they printed guides. There's obviously a lot, especially in times like this, that I'm not privy to. I think they did print guides. It was listed as an expense, you know. So if that's the case, they might actually be selling the guides tomorrow. when they open up the store. They're basically going to throw all of the swag out there. I personally think it would be worth getting hold of stuff from a convention in the year where all of the conventions were cancelled, you know? GaryCon 12, the con that never happened. It's almost more special in a way. You know, a tankard from GaryCon whatever because you happen to be there. Well, that's cool, bro. But no, this is the tankard from the convention that never happened. I mean, that's going to be a one-off. Yeah, get you a guide. That might happen. Get it signed by Larry Elmore. You might have to wait a little bit. We see Larry Elmore at other conventions, and Jen, I'm sure, will get you hooked up, assuming we can get the guide for you. I'm sure. Yeah, last laugh. I've never actually been through this type of thing before. But I'm reacting to what people are saying, you know, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm actually very, very, very curious about what the interest is going to be in a lot of the swag. They have 100 of those dragons too. That dragon I've been painting, that's a good looking dragon. I think they've got 100 of them there. Like I could just see them selling out like freaking hotcakes. Alright, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I don't think I'm gonna make this too dense. I'm not gonna do this big huge block. But we are gonna do some good thick copsai. Come on, baby. Come on. Alright. Okay. Last push. Now, once we've got this section done here tonight, I I think tomorrow night we're gonna be back into the city, the outskirts on the eastern side. I think that's what we're gonna do. So back into some buildings tomorrow. Mostly docks and also the tidal mill. We're gonna work on that, I think, tomorrow. Princess, can you, wine me? Please, darling? If you're still out there. Oh. Ah! Jesus Christ! Ah, I jumped out my skin. Oh. Thank you, gentlemen, for freaking giving me a heart attack. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, I hit save. And I've got a few grey hairs from that one. Yeah, you seem like you're really sorry about that. It's sometimes when it plays it's like, oh, me, and I'm fine with it. And then other times I'm like in the zone and I'm daydreaming down in the woods and the cops is in this instance, and then it just like scares the crap out of me. Alright. Just doing a nice sanity check on the balance here. I think I want to also, get a nice sizable copse here. And you'll note that I don't do very symmetrical or... Yeah, I suppose symmetrical shapes would be it, but also angular. I'm trying to really stay away from squares and rectangles. And I'm going to draw you an example to show you what I mean. Like... that. I tried to stay away from that. There we go. Thanks, darling. Yeah, I'll think I'll do like a chunk of trees here, but then we'll have this kind of open here with just scrub and stuff. There you go. Nice. That doesn't look too bad at all. Now this grey here, this is approximately where I'm going to have a building edge. Buildings obviously along these roads right here. Getting thicker as we come down here. Docks all down here. Industrial areas right down into here. Probably more military on this side. This is going to be where our tidal mill is. And maybe like a shipyard or something here, but certainly sort of docks. It's heavy industrial in this area right here. In fact, so many hills and stuff on this map, there's going to be lots of this type of work going on. So, really, coming along here is where we're going to add some more scrub and grass. I think it'd be kind of cool. Oh, won't lay it. Alright, time check. 6:53 my time. I'm probably gonna go for about 10 more minutes. Because that will definitely enable me to fill this area here, without a doubt.
I will win the crowd. I will give them something they've never seen before.
Hey, Double Dwarf is here! Looking in the background! And I heard the call to zoom out, so let's zoom out. Alright, so this is where we're at. I just hit save. This has been a labour of love, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so we can see the details of this. This looks really nice. Never been asked to do Georgian and Edwardian buildings before. Never been asked to do a palace that detailed before. Now imagine us... Imagine what this is going to look like with the other side of the river occupied as well. Honestly, it's going to leap off the map. It's going to look so good. And we've got our pretty large graveyard up here. It's a pretty large graveyard. And yes, we do have a mini sphinx. A mini sphinx up the top there. I think that's just about 50 feet long, so it is a wickle fella. But someone really loved their cat. There's a single cat. Oh, and Noble, did you see that we've also did a secret mausoleum in the forest? I can show you Sphinx. There you go. Sphinx and secret mausoleum all on one screen. Oh, you're going to do the royal crypt there? Note that I hid it behind another mausoleum at the edge of the forest, so you can only really get to it if you go through the first mausoleum. Sphinx. And we got a few distinctive mausoleums in there. All right. And if think about it, Noble, because I know sometimes you go away and a few days later come back after, you know, consulting with your partners. If you want to do a private graveyard walled off somewhere, maybe here or whatever, let me know. Or even up here on this hill. Probably not inside the city, huh? Although, I mean, if you take a book, a leaf out of the Romans book, they did do big mausoleums inside the city. So we look at the Augustus one. So think about it. Think about how you want to do this. Do you want to be inside the city with a mausoleum, outside in a walled area, or something like that? I just wanted to add Vampire Crypt. There you go. Vampire Crypt, like Princess Strega said. Do you know what you should do? Vampire should be called Strega. Oh, okay. Oh, you got a Strega Cafe. Okay. You got a Strega Cafe? That's cool. That's cool. Right. A little bit of scrub around the edges. There's no farm hedges here. There's no fences. This is just all where the fertile land is at, and then it starts to get a little bit rough. But that looks pretty nice. We're gonna fill the whole map like that, by the way. Trees, bushes, scrub, grass, little tiny details of buildings all over. Not in the water, obviously, it'll be done, but all around. And so it gives this wonderful texture to our paper. There'll be nothing white on this paper by the time we're done. Everything will have some kind of ink work on it. Strega, I think you should be happy that you're getting a name on the map. Okay, so got a couple of minutes here. We got a couple of minutes. Let's draw some buildings. Let's draw some buildings. So we're definitely going to have some warehouses. actually see Miss J for a while. I wonder if her internet is playing up. Hey, there you go. There you go. We haven't had heists or fights in the arena or duels or anything. I want to say all last week, Princess. And I did a song request Saturday and not one person requested a song. That's why I was able to upload it to YouTube. You could always tell when Princess isn't around. Yeah, looks good. That looks good. Jack did no song requests. But that was like day +3 or something of his new computer, day +2 maybe. And I know he was busy swapping stuff around, backing up, installing new software. I think he poked his head into the chat a couple of times, but he was pretty occupied. And, you know, I mentioned it a couple of times, but I was like, you know, if people don't want to be playing music, that's okay. Especially after, like, an hour and a half, I was like, okay, if I don't say anything, I'm going to be able to actually upload this to Facebook and YouTube. So it got to a point where I was actually hoping no one would request a song, even though it was available. Now, on the other side of the bridge, I think we're doing a tavern. I think we're doing a tavern right here. Because what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is a fairly large tavern. But it's next to the docks. So it's a pretty rough place. And they've actually got a bit of a backyard where they have some tables set out. They also have a balcony overlooking the bridge traffic. where young ladies of the night like to advertise their wares. Perhaps with their own private dock. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. You know what? I could dig that. I could dig that. And here we're going to do actually a back wall. We're going to do a back wall with a gate. Some crates and shit in the back. And we'll do a private dock. Nothing too grand. Nothing too grand. There we go. Something like that. Now, we've got a lot of water features over there. I don't want to do a tree here, but I think, you know what I think what are we gonna do? Yeah, okay. Actually, where's my history? Edit. Stroke 2 pixels, I think, on this one. And then we do this. And then let's do the eraser bit first. What is this? Little fountains. Right, statue in the middle of a pool. And I think we'll make sure we've got some little benches here. People to sit, and then I think That is a damn fine junction. That is a damn fine junction right there. I'm happy with that. Can we raid Cave Geek tonight? Yeah, let's do it. Noble Dwarf, thank you. Let's do it. In fact, this is a good point to do it. This is about the point where it's going to end. But let's not end like that. Where's Mike? Did I just close my map? Did I just close my map? What keyboard shortcut did I just do? What literal keyboard shortcut did I just do? Oh, well, actually, maybe I did. It's still there. Alright, well, let's just save it to be safe. Alright, let's raid Cave Geek, but let's talk about what we did tonight. So, I think I did some kind of keyboard shortcut that kind of minimized this version of the map. But anyway, it's good. Everything we drew is still there. We did the graveyard. And there's a lot of ink going on there. And we did the forestry, or large copses I should say, rather than thick forest. Tinged into a little bit of the farmland over there. And then started to draw the other side of the town, or city, the metropolis. And we've started actually doing these buildings, and that grey line is approximately where we're going to be with this. And we're going to kind of fade them out a little bit, maybe bring them down the road. And we're going to come down into this heavy industrialized area right here. And that is the subject for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we are going to actually try to do this here. And we should motor fairly quickly, because this is there's no Edwardian buildings here, there's no Georgian buildings. We don't have to get tongue up too much with like roofs and steeples and freaking towers, and so it should go a lot quicker than what's happening over there. And we're just gonna come down the map, and we're gonna do that tomorrow. So let's go raid Cave Geek, and thank you very much. The graveyard turned out pretty good. I'm gonna start the raid right now, and let's go say hi to Cave Geek, because he always puts on a great show. And stick with me long enough to do that. Wave, say hi, Cave Geek. Cave Geek was gonna have a stall at GaryCon. For people like Cave Geek, GaryCon is lost revenue, okay? Same as Noble Dwarf in the chat with us right now. I would encourage everyone, go to nobledwarf.com and buy something. Go to Cave Geek store and buy something. If you're hearing this after the fact, still please do it, because these guys are going to have stalls right there. That's their livelihood. So please consider going over to their sites and buying something as a virtual GaryCon purchase, okay? I'd love you very much if you did that for me. I'm going to start the raid. Let's see if I can get this right. There it is. It's kicked in. Alright, everyone. Let's go over to Keiki. Let's say hi. And I'll see you tomorrow night, okay? Same time. I'll see you then.